weather changes, which is going to affect the production of agriculture. Africa is going to affect the production of agriculture.
It's South Africa's worst drought in more than 20 years. Farmer Bori Erasmus has been growing maize on this land in the Free State province for more than 5 decades, as his father and grandfather did before him.
On our farm, there has never been a time that there has not been maize in December. We could not even try planting seeds. It's been drier than ever.
He says dry spells are not unusual, but he's never seen conditions this bad. It's estimated the drought is costing South African farmers more than $600 million in lost crops. Low rainfall means maize production has dropped by a third. South Africa will now have to import 3 million tons of maize to feed the country this year.
Zimbabwe has declared a state of disaster in most rural areas of that country hit by a severe drought. Public Works Minister said the number of people requiring food aid has risen to nearly 2.5 million, which is 26% of the population.
And it's going to affect a lot of things. But I'm warning now. Weather changes.
The officials said all 60 rural districts of Zimbabwe are affected by the crisis. The African nation has suffered perennial shortages in recent years and has resorted to importing grain from neighboring countries to meet its needs. A regional drought worsened by the El Niño weather phenomenon has affected South Africa and Zambia as well as Zimbabwe, leaving tens of thousands of cattle dead, dams depleted, and crops written off.
Now, look at last year. Look at also the other year. Now this year is going to be opposite.
It's really bad. It's a lot worse than what we had thought. Last year we started raising alarm bells towards the middle of last year, but we still thought that we'd get some rains in December. So any rains that are coming now are welcome, of course, especially for livestock farmers who need that fodder. But for our maize farmers, it really is too late. And also, we haven't had good rains in the parts that we need it most, actually. So Gautengers might have gotten some rains, but it certainly has not been the case throughout the country. And so at this point, it really is a lot worse than what we thought. So we're quite worried about the situation.
When I say opposite, I mean the way we experienced weather last year is not how it will be this time. Because weather has changed.
Mapuleng Khalala packs away her empty corn bag. A continuing drought means her crops have failed and she's run out of food.
It is going to be very difficult to live in this situation because I live on farming, so I don't know what I'm going to feed my children.
Her village in the Leribe district of Lesotho relies on the food it grows. Despite months of no rain, Isaka Seleso's planted maize, hoping for a successful harvest, but that's unlikely. He explains that by now, these plants should have been 5 times their height. The World Food Programme says the drought will hit 80% of Lesotho's rural population the hardest. Most people in these areas depend on subsistence farming, and a shortage of potable water is only making the situation worse.
Someone said it is true, but what sure. Now, again, I'm informing you now from the spirit. Weather changes. Across what? The globe.
It's the peak of the rainy season, but there hasn't been any here in over a week. Before that were scant showers. As a result, this maize crop is showing visible signs of stress and is stunted. But as bad as this looks, this farmer has it better than some.
From 2009 up to this year, Zambia has not imported a single grain into the country. Actually, over the last 5, 6 years, Zambia has been a net exporter of maize. But this year we are seeing ourselves importing not less than 100,000 metric tons of maize.
This could have been my piece of advice to the farmers. I wish someone is listening somewhere. I wish you can be a representative today out there. It is good that we plant. But let us have 70% and memorial.